Comic Book Pixie here, and welcome to another, wait for it, Nerdy Monday! Okay, so I have a very special guest today. This is one of my best friends. This is Catherine Jones. She has her own YouTube channel called Catherine Jones. You're so creative. So creative. But okay, so we just got back from, well, we didn't just get back. We went to a con this Saturday. Remember in my other video, which was, I believe, the rant I did about the fake geek girl meme or whatever, I mentioned that Catherine and I go to cons together. And other things, we're planning to go to the Renaissance Fair in a couple weeks, so we're really excited about that steampunk weekend. Going as a steampunk red queen, I'm pretty darn proud of myself. Catherine's going as robot. It's gonna be pretty badass. Alright, but anyway, we're wasting time. Not like a lot of things normally happen during cons, but there are some constant, like, things that happen to not just us, but people in general that go to cons. And we would like to title this little presentation, Catherine, take it, Con Problems. Yay! Okay, so the first problem that I don't have, well, I do sometimes, I've never had this personally, but I've known some people that have, is body odor. Especially when you have, like, very bulky costumes. Yeah, and just, it's just prevalent throughout, like, people, you just can't, you just catch whiffs of it, like, throughout the day. Like, we were sitting, I remember we were sitting behind someone in that one panel, like, he just smelled terrible. I feel. Well, he was wearing like armor. That's true. Yeah. So it's understandable, but it's still. Oh well. One problem I have is I get so over like stimulated because I have ADD. That I'm just like I can't focus on anything. It's like I'm in Disney World, and it's like I'll be with a group of friends and they'll be like, Carly, come on. But I'm like, but shopping. And, like, that's all I want to do at cons. And I waste, like, all my money. Like, that's me, too. Like, I got lots from you guys, like, five times. I did, too. And then, like, we were with our friend Evan, and he was like, oh, there you are. And I was like, sorry, it was Gothic Lolita stand. Lots of skirts and dresses. Lolita. It's been a long day. Lolita stand, I had to look at the dresses and skirts. And another one, which is seeing people that you have wanted to meet, you're like, basically since you started watching them, like the guests that they have, and you see them, this actually happened to me and Catherine, you see them before their panel, just walking outside like a normal person, and you just freeze. And you're like this was, I think, like, if I could, like, replicate my face, I think I had, like, an outer body experience. I was like, oh my god. And I was just like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, well, I just remember you saying, okay, for those of you that don't know, we got to meet the Nostalgia Critic, which he has an awesome show. We are in no way affiliated with him whatsoever. So Doug, don't sue us, please. We love you. We were going to, like, find where his panel was, and we just saw him standing there with, like, a ton of other people in the panel, and Catherine just, oh my god, Carly. That's him. And I was like, and I literally dropped my pamphlet. Like, I couldn't, I guess, like, my hands just went numb, and I just dropped my pamphlet. And then, like, we see one of the people with him, and she comes over and she introduces herself. Her name's Jory. Jory Laws. Yeah, she does wife all of Jason Laws. Yep. She does all of his, like, Adventure Time vlogs, and whatever, and we love her. Like, I think that she's freaking adorable. And she came over to talk to us, and she's like, oh, do you want to meet Doug? And we're like, I didn't know what to say. I was yeah, sure, all right. Yeah, so we're fangirls. I didn't tell. But yeah, another con problem, because we could go on that forever. I contemplated doing a whole video on meeting the Nostalgia Critic today, but I figured that con problems would probably be more funny. Yeah. Probably, like, I don't know, like, there's this picture that's around Facebook and whatever, that's basically, like, a picture of what people my age do on the weekends, and it's a picture of, like, this party going on and whatever. And it's like what I do on my weekends, and it's like making all of your stuff for your costume. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty freaking accurate, isn't it? Maybe not the weekends for me because I work on the weekend, but like today we literally spent like 3 hours at Hobby Lobby just getting everything we needed.
Do you want to show them your thing?
Yeah, okay. Like I said before, I'm being a steampunk Red Queen, so I had to have my props because I'm a theater girl, so I had to have my props. I know! It's a steampunk flamingo, which is a croquet mallet, and I gave him little glasses because I thought they were adorable, and he has a little bow tie and a little hat, which I'm going to color the brim black, but I also gave him like little gears on his wings. I know. And he has a little heart on his butt that I kind of thought that the Red Queen would have like painted on him. And funny story, we actually couldn't find an actual croquet like looking thing, so I painted a baseball bat and made it into the like, I guess what would you call that?
The what?
Like the croquet mallet where you hold it.
The handle?
Thank you. Like I said, it's been a long day. Alright. Yeah, and then I made I'm really proud of my crown. I was like, that's so pretty. Oh, damn it. I need to fix that. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's so pretty and regal. Ta-da! And yes, it's made out of pipe cleaners because I'm poor. So, yeah, that was fun. So yeah, that's another con problem. Another one is, go ahead, you thought about this one.
People bumping into your costume. She was wearing wings. See?
Yeah, I was a steampunk fairy for the con that we went to, which was Anime Midwest in Chicago, and that was oodles of fun. Mm-hmm. But people kept bumping into my friggin' wings, and I got so scared that they would just, like, break. And it's like, yeah, I've had these for 2 years, and I just glued some stuff on them to make them look like they were steampunk. But I was still like, they're my babies. Like, they took me, like, 2 hours to make. Please don't do it.
Like, another thing, people with elaborate...
Like, you are too... Sorry, I have to get this out. You have 2 feet right next to me, and you feel the need to bump into my shoulders. Is there? No, there's not, sweetie. There is no need for that. Okay, but yeah, continue.
Anyway, I imagine it must be double what you were experiencing for people with, like, a lot more elaborate costumes, like that guy.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, there's, like, this one dude that had, like, what did he have? He had, like, this really elaborate, like, so you could call it a cape, but it wasn't really a cape because it wasn't fabric. It was, like, almost wings, but not really. Yeah. It was really cool. It looked like armor and whatever. I think that's the dude that was sitting in front of us during the Nostalgia Critic thing.
Like, I'm thinking more about the guy we saw as that really elaborate Iron Man at
Oh!
Like, can you
I thought you were talking about the
imagine?
dude. I mean, kind of, because he didn't really have anything protruding.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can imagine, like, with the body odor thing, like we said, that was, like, the first time problem. That would probably definitely be gross. But yeah, another common problem, which is, Catherine actually brought this up, which was seeing people that are physically better than you at making or fabricating costumes and getting jealous. Well, I kind of sort of can see where you're coming from, but I kind of disagree, because if anything, that makes me want to work harder.
Yeah.
Call me, optimistic girl, but I tend to see that, and it's like, okay, well, I gotta put a lot of effort into my cosplay, like, the next one I do, which is probably why I felt the need to, like, just be like, you know what, screw it, we're going all out for the Ren Fair. Yeah. We're just gonna buy a ton of shit that I don't have the money for, but who cares? Because I'm in college, I don't have much money. But alright, so, yeah, and that's another issue, too, is, like, it's really funny. One of my friends on Facebook posted this thing, like, I look at people, it was like a picture of like an anime girl, and it was like, I look at people going to all these cons, and it's like, how do you make the money for that? I didn't know nobody got money for that. And it's like, yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. It's like, how do you just like have like this con fund that you like have
imagine
money
people who like cosplay for a living have that.
Well, yeah, but that's their job, though.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like we're not on Heroes of Cosplay as much as I want to be. We're not on that level. But it's just like, yeah. Another thing is running into people that you don't like, which should not ruin your time. as much as I hate to say it, like, yeah, there was, like, this girl that actually, there's this guy that I ran into during ASIN who was my friend who ate, Toshi Flower, XX Toshi Flower XX. It was her ex-boyfriend. And long story short, they did not have a good breakup. Long story short. Okay, because I could get into a ton of stuff about that. But I see him, and at first I didn't know it was him. I just saw his friend. I was like, oh my god, Daphne, hey! And he was really rude. Like, I'm really bad at anime names. Like, they just don't stick in my head. That and video game names. Like, they just, for some reason, don't stick in my head. And I was like, oh my god, so you're this person. And he was like, and she was like, no, actually, I'm this person. I was like, oh, right, duh. And then I was like, oh, hey, hey, Roger, you're this person. Well, I'm not going to even let you guess, because if you didn't know who she was, there's no way you'll know who I am. And I was like, alright, we're leaving. Yeah. Douchebag. Alright, but yeah, that's another thing. But that shouldn't ruin your time.
Yeah.
Just, have fun. Stay clear of where those people are and just forget about it. It's all good, man. Alright, and the last one, since we're running out of time. Catherine?
Something I just thought of just now. We didn't experience it because we're very tolerant of people of all sizes, all races cosplaying. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like,
I was actually going to bring this up. People who get mad at other people for cosplaying because they're different looking than the people. Of course they are. It's fucking anime or it's a video game. No one looks the same. Right? If you're an anime girl, there's no way that if you have, like, I'm sorry, this is another peeve of mine. If you have boobs that are like G's and you have a teeny tiny waist, you would fall over.
Exactly.
Now, with racism and whatever, that's bullshit, because unless you're doing blackface, like I said in my other video, there's no problem.
Exactly.
If it's your favorite character, cosplay is your favorite character.
Like,
end of story.
I saw this great comic. It was about that. Like, there was this bigger girl cosplaying as Wonder Woman, and these bigger guys who were dressed up as Wolverine, and, like, I don't know, some other typically sexy superhero. They were like, oh my god, you can't wear that, you're too fat.
That's so
stupid.
Yeah, so do whatever the hell you want. And
exactly.
Like, screw the haters. But yeah, that's our video for the Monday. Subscribe and like, and subscribe for more Nerdy Mondays. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Love you guys.